Hello and welcome to my new video. I struggled with inspiration for the photography in the last several weeks, so today I will make photo. It's a little bit more challenging photo. It was shot on a fully open aperture, close to the evening, so it will be not really easy to print and I think it will be a little bit more challenging than usual. As always, I want to start with the preheating chemicals and loading negatives inside my Enlarger Darst M605. I store all my negatives in these folders, and someone asked why I actually using these paper sleeves. I just bought hundreds of them a long time ago and they was really cheap, so I can still use them, and it was one pack for 120 and one pack for 35mm. But in future I think I will switch to the transparent one, but anyway I kind of like this feel of the paper ones. They also fully transparent if you use them with a backlight, so I don't really see the problem in the handling. But paper one for some reason feels and looks a little bit more archive friendly. Let's blow some dust from the carrier and load the negative. It's not always the easy way to load the last negative from the strip, so we need to hold it tight, but my Enlarger also have a function where you can lift the frame carrier and move the negative around a little bit. I want this print to be cropped to size of my paper, which is 20 by 25. So I just increase magnification of my Enlarger, and I also need to check the focus because the focus will be a little bit different each time you adjust the magnification on your Enlarger. On the shot you see 3 baskets with a different color, Christmas tree, toys. It should be really calm and really balanced shot, and I have a scan from the film lab and I think it's quite nice, but I already can see the negative a little bit underexposed, but I still have the details in the shadows. I will use a test printer, and as usual I will set up in this time f11 and not f16. I want to try with a little bit shorter times. I'm not sure if it's a good idea on the thin negatives, but we will see. In reality I like to work in a range of 5 to 15 seconds, and usually 10 seconds is my goal, because it's not too far in the timing, and in the same time I have enough time to work in my darkroom and to not have any problems with the safe light, and in the same time I'm not losing resolution in the timing, so if I have a 10 seconds I can precisely correct it and dial in perfect exposure in the final prints. For the test print I use exactly the same procedure as for the final prints. It's a 1 minute development, 1 minute bleach fix, and I almost ran out from the solution, so probably next videos will be or about the black and white, or I just need to wait until I get all of my chemicals. I still need to order everything, but I'm still procrastinating and don't want to push the trigger because I think it's just too much stuff to select, and sometimes you can get a little bit overwhelmed, and probably I also missing a little bit real life shops where you can just take your stuff for your darkroom. From the first test print I can see this shot is a little bit dark, and I think my exposure should be around 7 to 8 seconds, which is good, but it's on a lower side and most of the shot is actually a little bit dark, especially in the shadows. I will print a bigger strip because I don't really see how and when I need to move the color or exposure, because details of the shot is actually scattered all around and I want to see all 3 colors in the 3 different baskets, so I just take a strip and print the strip in exactly the same way with a 7 seconds of exposure. 1 minute for development, 1 minute for bleach fix, and 1 minute for washing, and usually for last print I'm using double wash, so I wash it twice in water. So let's see the result of the test strip. As I can see here, I probably want this print a little bit more warmer and a little bit more brighter. So I will put 1 second more in exposure and reduce the yellow filter by 5 points. After a few years of printing in the darkroom, I already can say which color I want to see in the final print. and shift back and forward and get the perfect kind of a match, or at least the balance what I want to see in the final print as a final result. So let's repeat the development procedure, and now it will be final print with the 20 by 25. So before the loading the print, usually I dry everything with this microfiber cloth. Otherwise, just use the pre-wetting of your prints, or you will get the stains on top of the prints and the lines which is undeveloped because of drop of water. So let's check my final print, and I really like the result. And as you can see, I still have a lot of details on the boxes there, and the color balance is really nice, and print now looks a little bit warmer. And this is a small comparison between the scan and the print, and I think it's really close, and I also like more printed products. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.